my mic sounds nice. Sometimes.
It's time for a really great show. Or whatever.
Butterbeer is great. This is ILNL.
Welcome to ILNL. Butterbeer is in the air, baby. You should have butterbeer.
How much beer was in Chris's butterbeer?
And Chris's butterbeer? No beer.
No. How much beer was in Chris's butterbeer? He looks very joyful.
He shouldn't be that joyful from it. It's not that much. If
How
you're a
much was in the first
lightweight,
one? How much was in the first one?
about the same.
What about the second one?
Oh no, but you
Not
put
as
it-
much.
You put it in different ways though.
I did do the application differently. But
Maybe.
let me think. What might have been different? I used a different syrup. I used my original syrup because I like that one. It's a little thicker. And I put more. Actually, you know what? I did add more. It's not some. It wasn't in the foam because I already made the foam.
Right.
But in the body of the butterbeer, yeah. It's
And I did not taste it.
that's how good it was. Yeah.
So what's next? You adding broccoli to it?
No, I'm adding chocolate frogs.
You got that reference, right? Okay.
Okay. Welcome to the show.
Not the frogs, but broccoli.
Yes.
All right. So, Chico is here.
Yes.
Chris is here. Kristen and Tunisia are being good students, good noodles.
Schools for suckers.
Being
No
good
offense.
noodles. Chris is not being a good noodle.
Well, he did homework earlier.
Yeah,
still
I
working
did
on
earlier,
it.
But that was last week. It's this week.
I'm still working on homework.
Never ends. Never ends.
Not for another. I'm going for a year. I'm trying to get out of school within a year's time.
You can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it.
I know you can do it.
Thank
You can do it.
Me?
You can do
You'd
it
be
if you wanted
surprised.
to.
So I'm surprised.
I'm surprised.
Not.
You and your three.
To get to the first one was a jump. I was not expecting to do that in my lifetime, let alone be like, I'll do it again, and then be like, I'll do it again.
I just figured he was a sadist.
Dog.
It was something. So I feel you on your journey, sir. And talking about journeys, Harry Potter had a journey. His journey led him to defeat Voldemort, and grow old, and have a baby, and send that baby off.
2 babies. It was 2 or 3.
I think it was two.
I thought it was just one, and then the. Oh no, he did have 2. He set the first one off because it was 11 years old. Yeah, okay, all that good stuff. But in this, we actually want to talk about how Quidditch announces new name to distance itself from J.K. Rowling's. Now, this doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever.
Rollins. Is Rollins?
Mhm.
Rollins?
J.K. Rowlins. Kristen, where are you?
I think it's rolling.
Okay, good. We'll go with that. Okay, Kristen will correct us.
Oh, yeah, she will.
Yeah. So, either way. So, as we all know, the creator of the Wizarding World had a series of you will use the word transgressions. No, what's Jada Pickett's word?
Entanglements?
Entanglements. Yeah.
I do not think it means what you think it means.
It does. It's not the same thing. I'm just trying to find a word.
A series of unfortunate events.
Thank you. Let me snick it.
She was popping off of her daggone mouth, speaking on things. She was just being rude and disrespectful. Period.
Thank you.
So
So,
it's affecting her bag, as well it should.
well, I don't know that. I mean, she still has her castle, but
Yeah,
yeah. Either way,
it should affect her
a
bag.
lot of a lot of the world that is the Wizarding world has moved on from JK. No pun intended. And has even gone to the part of apparently taking its game and dissing it away from the creator of the Wizarding world. Okay. What I'm about to say is not excusing anything. It's just a thought.
Mm-hmm.
What qualifies as enough? Because when you can't produce anything, you can't be used as a consultant for anything. You seeing that the thing that you made, you have no hand in at any point anymore.
Right, I
And
thought
it's
she literally
blossoming.
sold it all off.
Yeah, she no longer has like hard ties to the Wizarding world, at least the way I understand it to be. And Kristen, or anyone that's watching or listening, please let us know what you think.
Suffer.
I don't
Suffer.
okay.
Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
When you have people got to understand when it comes to this is about her trans statement, a statement about trans people. And when you sit down here and you dog out or just dismiss the trans experience,
Mm-hmm.
knowing damn well that these people have, like right now, to this day, like there are trans women, especially trans women of color, who are being killed at a disproportionate rate.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're still suffering. They're still going through it. And for you to sit down here and I think she made the statement. I think the statement was like there aren't real women or something to that effect.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, really, chick? Like my whole thing is this.
Okay.
If that's how you feel, sweetie, keep it to yourself. Because the thing is, you know that there are people out here supporting you.
Yeah.
So you're going to sit down here and make such a statement? Girl, suffer. I could care less. Like, you that's how you feel. Work. And you wanted to state, you have the right to state however you feel. Right. But understand, there's consequences.
Absolutely. And the question that I'm throwing up is, like, okay, putting it this way, and again,
And she
this
sold
is
it,
just,
right? You said she sold.
from what I understand, she
believe
no
she
longer
just
has any type of
sold all
control.
of it.
Right,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
after they paid her
Yeah.
dust.
Yeah.
Right.
So, so again, this is not excusing anything. This is just conversation and all this.
Where does it begin?
Macy
Where does it end?
Gray.
Huh?
She was just in the news
Shut up, Chris.
for her thoughts on trans, and it's that same kind of like, you have the ability to say what's on your mind, and just like you alluded to, for some of the things that you speak on, there's going to be just as much an opinion for or against what you say, just as much as you have any opinion yourself. And so, unlike J.K. Rowling's, Macy doesn't have a castle, to my knowledge, and she didn't create this fantastic world that lives on beyond her.
But she does have a following.
Yeah, she does have like her peeps, and she's into music and all that, and she still performs and all that. The whole thing of the question there is, you know, you have the freedom to say what's on your mind, and you know, living with the consequences of your actions. Who, when, or how is the decision made of we've done everything, we're done? Because I feel everything you're saying, and
The suffering is, but the suffering still continues. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a statement that I've learned in high school, being upon the LGBTQIA plus community or the gay community. It's called keep it cute or put it on mute. I put it on a hashtag all the time. Keep it cute or put it on mute. In other words, you run your mouth about certain things, or you run your mouth, or you come for people, understand it's a possibility that somebody could come for you. So once again, keep it cute. Don't try it on my time. Yeah, keep it cute. Or put it on mute. Or shut up. And the thing is, you're saying, and the thing is, like, a lot of the people, they do this stuff to become relevant, or because they know that ignorant people.
You might want to try to throw yourself in the conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, people, they're going to be ignorant people backing you. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, who are you?
In this vein of a fictional game in a fictional world, isn't there already
gay in a fictional world?
Isn't there already
in
enough
a fictional time?
Isn't there already enough separation?
Isn't there enough?
Like what more, Chico? What more can you separate?
Who causes separation? Who causes separation? Who brings about the separation? Who's taking those people, said people, through the separation? We're talking about basic things like going to the bathroom that people still are not. People still have issues with someone using the restroom, a basic human need.
Yes.
They are still going through a living hell for it. So yeah, once again, keep it cute or put it on mute. Keep it out your mouth. It has something to do with, like, what are you getting from this? What are you getting from it?
I'll throw this.
We're trying to be relevant.
I'll throw this on for the sake of just discussing all this, because it's a much bigger thing.
It's basic, but yeah, okay.
Yeah. I'll ask my question a different way and see where it leads.
Okay.
Like, the whole thing of the wizarding world it already has a hard line stop the moment that JK sells it off. That Universal or Warner Brothers, whoever it is that has controlling interest of it or owns it, they're the ones that's making the product, making the games that has nothing to do with JK. Apparently now separating Quidditch from her. Like, it's already separated.
Is it though?
Like, is this headline relevant? Has nothing to do with anything else except JK in this game. Like all of the things that she's done.
That's because it's dealing with people who are actually playing Quidditch.
Okay, so this is the question that I have: is one, how can you play a Wizards game? Is this LARPing? Like
they
this
are
doesn't make any
literally out
sense.
there with brooms between their legs playing.
There's
the game.
video games, isn't there? I think there's a Quidditch video game.
There is a Quidditch video game, but I believe these are people actually out in the field playing Quidditch.
Right.
So their separation in this is because they are playing. They are living out their Quidditch life.
Yeah, in December last year, U.S. Quidditch and Major League Quidditch. So yeah, it's a thing.
I digress. because this is where it gets to that point of ridiculousness.
Here's the thing. Apparently, apparently it was still associated with her to an extent,
Apparently,
or there wouldn't have been a need to separate it.
and that's the hard line.
And I believe they're calling it quad ball.
Quad ball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is it what for? Was there for?
All the
Was it
players
on
that play on a Quidditch team. It's
Was there for?
you have your bludgeon. Those are like 3. You have your goaltender, that's 4, and you have 2 other players. I think it's 2 other players, and then you have the one person.
You better come through. When I tell you, you like.
I went through it, man.
You like are full blown wizard.
I'm in.
Like
I am in. Like
yeah,
I stayed away for a long time.
That's
I'm
a
in.
Scorpio for you.
I'm
Yeah,
in.
we
All he needs is an owl to deliver him a letter.
sir.
That'll be the end
Sir.
of it.
Well,
Yeah.
Tanisha has an owl,
He already got an owl,
so
that part is already taken care of.
So yeah,
Got a wand.
I will have my Hufflepuff robe come October,
So what? I mean, what else is he missing?
and as you all saw from the video, the shrunken head called me a giant. So there you go. I'm gonna be a headmaster.
Well, we'll see. What's your Hogwarts major?
The dark arts.
Herbal.
Herbology. Nice.
All right, moving on.
Buddy.
So, Complex did a list of the most anticipated games of the rest of the half year, which some of these might actually make it to our award show. So that's going to be kind of fun to see what happens. So, I went on ahead and I got Stray. You have Stray, you just haven't played it yet.
Right.
And I think you've seen gameplay footage.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
I'm going to end up getting it, though.
so the kitty cat.
And I'm not a cat person, so that's a lot for me.
Same.
It's a strange romp, and I like what it is because it reminds me of a couple other games that are adventure games. But yeah, let's see the list. So Stray is number 1, which the game released. So in Stray, you play as a cat that is with this little cat family. And then it gets separated from the cat family, and then you're on an adventure of discovery, and it's all in this cyberpunk type world. A lot of neon, all that type of stuff.
You
There are
have
no
your friend
humans.
with you yet?
No humans.
You have your friend with you. You start off with your friend.
No, I haven't gotten to that point yet.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like 3 minutes into the game. I haven't done that
Okay.
part yet. I haven't even seen the city parts yet.
Okay.
But
Has the camera moved for you yet?
automatically,
Well,
or can
guess-
I control the movement of the camera?
let me rephrase that question. Have you seen a camera watching you, watching the cat?
Oh, I've jumped up on ledges and I've meowed at the camera, and the camera nods its head at me. Yeah, stuff like
That's
that.
your friend.
Oh, well,
He's
hi friend.
getting to the point to get you to get to him.
Ah, cool. So yes, when this game showed up at E3, I believe it was at E3. Everyone went wild for it. And so yeah, it's a fun little game so far.
I think the love behind that is you took something as simple as a cat and turned it into a hero's journey.
I'm sorry, I have to do this. It's for you. It's for you, Tanisha. Sorry, Judge. I'm not a cat.
I'm not a cat. I'm not a cat.
Somebody needs to buy him a copy of Stray.
But then another thing was like, I don't know if you ever seen this movie called Don't Mess with Cats or Don't F with
Oh
Cats.
yes,
Don't F
yeah.
with cats on
That
Netflix.
was a crazy
Bruh.
documentary.
Man.
And I think that might have had been a part of the wave.
But there's always been a soft spot for animals in video games.
Yeah.
Like if you can walk up to one and pet it or make friends with it, that you don't have to finish the game at that point. You'll sit there for like 15 minutes talking.
Oh, I want to
said
sing that
animal.
song. I'm not gonna sing.
What, In the Rain or in the Snow?
No, it was
You got
it's
the
a-
funky
from
phone?
Big Bang Theory. Sheldon.
Oh, his I'm Sick song?
Right.
Yes. Yeah. All right, let's move down this list. So, Chronoblade Chronicles, I've never played an
Xenoblade?
Xenoblade.
Yeah, Xenoblade. That's what I say.
I've never played one either.
I keep hearing about it a lot.
It has a big following. They keep continuing the game, so, you know. Madden. That's basically just me.
Yeah. I'm
So
not
we
into
can move
sports
forward on
games.
that. I'll just say this, though. Rest in peace, John Madden. You were a huge contributor to the game of football, and you've made a lot of people very wealthy playing your video game.
Isn't he supposed to be on the cover of this one? Next
He
one?
is the cover person for the game this year. Chico's game, Saints
Yes,
Row.
sir. Next
So
month.
I saw the first 15 minutes of the game, and it doesn't feel like the older version of Saints Row.
No.
So I might actually give this a shot. Might.
I mean, it's still,
It has a quirkiness of it.
yeah, it's still quirky, but not as raunchy as the last one.
I mean, the
Really?
whole magic stick thing was ridiculous in Saints Row the Third.
You haven't played Saints Row, have you?
Well, I have.
You played
so
Saints
you
Row the Third?
Yeah, with the no. Was that one he was president?
No,
No,
That's the second
that's
one.
4.
don't worry about it.
I played a lot of Saint Rose.
I have it
A
somewhere.
few Saint
If you-
Rose.
Yeah, 3, it gets raunchy.
Yeah, it's really
Is
really
that the latest one?
No.
no.
This is the
No. I
reboot.
mean, no, that one. I know that's gonna
Of
be
the
new
original ones, it's 4. 4 is the last one.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
You
It's
sure?
4 and then Saints
Isn't-
Row
isn't-
Got Out of Hell.
Oh, I thought Got Out of Hell was 4.
1. No, 4 is the president.
Okay. Last of Us Part 1. I'm not a
confused.
fan of them keep making remakes.
I'm confused. What is like?
So, you know the game The Last of Us. Mm-hmm. This is the very first game that was on the PS3.
Mm-hmm.
It's now been remastered again. It was Game of the Year remastered under a year when the game first released.
Right.
And then they're remastering it again to have it on PS5.
Okay.
I'm not a fan. Splatoon 3.
Yeah, my nephew's looking forward to this.
I've never got into a Splatoon.
My nephew plays that game down on my Nintendo Switch.
It's a shooter, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
arena combat, but it's kind of kid friendly because instead
Right.
of you using bullets, you're using paint. The whole thing is to try to cover up the map the most with your paint. So makes it kid friendly. Turf War. There you go. Gotham Knights.
Yes, looking forward to that.
So I feel bad for anyone who doesn't have a next gen system because they already said it's next gen only. Doesn't mean that it won't be on PC, which means it might be on Steam. But yeah, they've already said PlayStation 5, Xbox.
Which
Series.
is interesting to me because didn't they just didn't they just say that they were focusing on making more PS4s because there was a shortage of parts for PS5?
I think that is
So-
no longer the case. Yep.
So you sit down here, you press a lot of people to buy PS4s. See, this is the stuff that Sony does. Like,
Microsoft is doing a lot better than them right now.
well, yeah.
Yeah. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Any of y'all COD
Yes.
or Battlefield?
Never
But I
played it.
didn't realize there was just one Modern Warfare.
Got me on that. I never really got into any of
I
these
think it
games.
had a lot of DLCs to it.
Okay. And I think, like, well, what happened with me was Division got me onto God of War. See, Division got me onto COD. Yeah,
Okay.
but I can't. I'm sorry. I work full time, and now I'm in school, so I definitely can't keep up with someone's.
Oh, if you're not playing
13-year-old,
day
10-year-old.
zero all the time,
Duh.
you're mincemeat.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just like playing NBA. Like you can't get in after the people who got early access because they already dominating the park. Hence, I don't even play that anymore. But moving on, God of War Ragnarok. I am really excited for Ragnarok. Outside of the story of God of War, whatever year it was that they released it, 20 something,
19.
maybe, 2018. 2018 was a reboot. Okay, so I'm not happy with Sony with the way that they did their drop for the trailer for this, because they announced kind of like a week before without telling you the date of when the collections were going up for pre-order. And then when they dropped the date, you only have a few days to wait for it. It dropped on a Friday. All the places where you could possibly go online to try to get any of the collectors, pretty much were sold out in seconds, if not minutes. Some places didn't even start their pre-orders on time at 10 o'clock Eastern. So Amazon was late, Walmart was late, Target was late. Sony did private invitation to PS to people, PS members. So I got one of those invitations, and I got one. Then I was waiting for Amazon's. Amazon was late. They didn't come in until like 11:30. As soon as it went up, it was gone. So bots got to that. Target went up and they were sold out in seconds. Walmart went up, they were sold out in minutes. And I ended up canceling my Sony reservation because I was able to get a 20% off discount that I could use at Target. And I went and I got it at Target. No, I take it back. I tried to use it for Target and I didn't get it. I got a reservation at GameStop. I walked in. Either way, what sucked was how they did their reservations, because they didn't really give people a chance to really get it. It was hard to control. Either way, I'm highly anticipating this game. And then last on the list is Sonic Frontiers. You were impressed by this.
I was like this the I guess you could say the graphics. Yeah, the scenery on this is like it's crazy. It kind of gives you this real feel of the Sonic games that we played before, but like he's putting in work on them Robotnik machines. Like, and it's not even just Robotnik machines. I don't think like it's all types of machines and craziness. So, yeah, I might see what's good with it. I don't know. Once again, I got stuff to do, but yeah, eventually I'm gonna mess with it.
I'm a little concerned about Sonic whenever Sonic is in 3D.
Is it even considered 3D? Like,
Yes.
it's
Like it's open world.
Open world, like the open world, like yeah, it's serious.
Is anyone surprised that the Pokemon games did not make it on this? Because there's 2 Pokemon games that are coming out in November that will be the first time that you could have 4 players playing online together.
Oh, I don't know.
Is that right?
That's this year.
They just
I think so.
released a Pokemon game. It's like dropping them. But
Like
I mean, if it's
Drake albums, they're dropping on like Drake albums.
No, there's something else. I can't think of it right now, but yeah, Drake album. No, Drake is like what, every 2-3 years.
He's not like Ludacris, who used to drop an album every year. So yeah.
Yes, he did used to.
Yep. Well, From dropping albums to
Dropping players.
good job.
It's funny you pointed to your nose.
All of this is coming together. Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments are penalizing players for being smelly. Smelly Shelly. So,
Ew, you smell like the Shadow Realm.
so, we're con goers. We've dealt with con stink. If you haven't paid any attention to it, you haven't. But you've
I've heard about it.
okay.
I've never had the
Displeasure.
displeasure of getting a whiff.
The bigger cons is
It gets
sure
bad.
it's-
Because like BlurCon, everybody was smell goods and shea
Cocoa
buttered
butter.
up. Shea butter and cocoa buttered up. So, Awesome Con was cool. So, one issue there.
Well, you weren't behind the table.
But no, I walked around though.
Yeah, but when you're sitting there behind the table, and the people that has to sit there and be there.
Oh, you said I wasn't behind the
Yes,
table.
yeah. Yeah. Well,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
There's even songs written about con stink.
I've heard about it.
I experienced that at MagFest. Thank you, K Murdoch. He didn't sing the song or write the song, but he had other performers on stage that were singing their song about con stink.
Rand has one.
He does too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. This is surprising, but not surprising. I mean, you've dealt with this.
Ooh, it's like, how do you?
How do you stink?
No, I heard about that. Because I mean, the thing is like you really have to prepare
Mentally, physically, emotionally, and perspiratively.
perspirantly.
Perspiratively.
Okay. But my whole thing is like, cause when we were there, what was the con at the convention center when I did the thing for Big O.
Otakon.
Otakon. People were selling deodorant. I think they were selling. His table was selling deodorant.
Yes, he was.
So it's like, and I get it because, think about it. With cons, you get your costume together. There's all these different things you have to do. Pieces falling off. You got to get somebody to sew things. There's
Emergency
somebody walking
cosplay.
around.
Yep.
You have people walking around like, hey, I'll sew your stuff up. I'll fix your outfit. Blah blah blah. So you're doing all of these things.
I will say this too: it's 9 times out of 10, it's not the cosplayers.
No, it's most of the time it is the con goers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, it's the patrons,
like the deep underground collectors,
or the ones that are really, really fans of whatever they're fans of.
oh, baby, shout it.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
And they're the ones where they go to and see a table that has something that they really want, and they will cut you to get to it and leave a trail across your nose.
Green fog.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
like
Wow.
you're at the New Age cons. We've gone to the joints where
The classic comic book
yes, classic comic book convention. It's just vendors with comic books, and the guys that leave their houses once a year.
and even some of the vendors. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not enough ventilation at all. Very small rooms. Very tight. Very close. Very. The perfume just.
Shout out to the new age.
Good job, millennials.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah. So this is kind of funny because I can see it being a strategic disadvantage or advantage. if someone is offending your nose while you're trying to play? It just came to me as we were talking. I was like, yeah, if I'm there playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and I'm trying to put out my blue-eyed white dragon.
I don't know why the you seen the video where the guy he's playing Yu-Gi-Oh and he does the sound effects and all from the cartoon.
No.
He's like, wait, how many lives lost? He's like, ding, 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 ding. I can imagine somebody at the show holding their nose and making the sound effects.
Oh. So I'm
now I gotta find you that video.
Yes, please.
Yes,
so I'm I just read the subhead. It's time to
Deodorize.
That's funny. Yeah, so I if Konami is the company that still does the game and all that, I don't have a problem with them being like, yo, I'm sorry, but you're too much. You're disqualified.
Is it a qualification or is it a penalization?
It looks like it's disqualified and get kicked out.
I thought it was a penalty.
Let's find out. Let's see.
What are we looking at?
Seeing what the penalty is for dirty or bad smelling.
You get sent to the shower realm.
The shower round.
A new rule that penalizes players if they or their clothes are dirty or bad smelling. Yes. So does it say what the penalty is? Let's see. It's a judge thing. Let's see. It doesn't say exactly what it is.
With that,
so we'd have to look at it. Yeah, like
because
if
you can be
someone's
careful
special
because it's like
or something that do you?
I
penalize
might
that person?
have an oil on that you might not particularly care for.
It's possible.
And let's keep it 100.
Yeah, if you have that Egyptian musk on.
Hey, you're like, well, I don't know what that smell is. What we're not going to do. Or you have somebody that says, oh, well, I think such and such looks dirty. Because, I mean, let's keep it 100.
I think dirty is dirty, not the appearance of looking dirty. Like I can't, like you haven't smudged glasses. I don't think it's that small. Say, oh, the glasses are distracting me because they're dirty glasses.
No. But if somebody...
I mean, but there is a difference between someone that's just not...
There's a difference between being dirty and being... What's the filthy character in Peanuts?
Pigpen.
Yes.
Homely.
Homely?
Looking. I don't know.
I don't know.
No, that would be considered homely. But, like, I don't know. I guess I could see this going left.
Yeah, it could definitely go the opposite direction of its intent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, finishing out our last story. Just as we were getting ready to record, this dropped, and we thought to go ahead and throw it in, was the drop of the Shazam Fury of the Gods trailer, which is a continuation of the 2019 movie Shazam, which was a very good movie.
I enjoyed it. It was only 2019?
That's what it says right there. Sequel to the 2019 film. So just as we were getting ready for the T-Rivals to appear, we finished watching Shazam. So, if you haven't seen Shazam, definitely recommend it because it is one of those movies that's not directly tied into the smaller universe of DC. It's on the outskirts of it a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, they mention.
Yeah.
They are mentioned.
It's kind of like Peacemaker where they talk about the big players because they're part of the universe of that, but it's not a direct link to it.
Right.
At the end of Shazam, it was the introduction of the Shazam family, where like all the kids got powers. So this picks up where that left off, of what happens when you have a whole bunch of rambunctious personality teenagers now all have superpowers.
And then I think all of them, are they in foster care?
Yes.
They're all a foster family.
They're foster family.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, yeah. I like how that is being, I mean, well, it was represented in the comics too, but
Yes.
like it's. I'm glad that because there might be some issues that might, be talked about as far as foster care and things of that nature. So I don't know if they're going to do it or not. This would be a good opportunity for them to do it. So
They
yeah.
definitely touched on that in the first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Billy Batson becoming the next addition in that particular family.
Mm-hmm.
They touched a little bit on fostering and all of that. It wasn't, they didn't hit you over the head with it.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, his mom sucked.
Billy Batson's mom?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, so the trailer just dropped, and Tunisia's favorite actress, Helen Mirren, is in it.
Mm-hmm.
We got to see some Lucy Liu.
I
And
didn't notice.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
she's in thing.
she's one of the baddies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that wasn't her.
She's one of the bad guys.
She wasn't the older woman.
No,
No,
that's
no,
Helen
that's
Mirren.
Helen Mirren.
Oh, I was like, wait.
Yeah. No, I think she's one of the hench women.
Oh, okay.
But either way, and this looks to be like another fun DC movie. What are you thinking about it?
I get to see Megan Good in a superhero suit again, so I'm cool with that.
That's right. I did see her.
So
That's right.
I'm happy for Zachary. Like, after Chuck, anything he's done, I've been a huge supporter for him. Like, I really like him as an actor, and I thought that this was a perfect casting to have him as Shazam. And so I'm looking forward to seeing this movie. I'm almost as excited to see this as I am to see Wick 4.
Really?
Like, I put them both on the same
You said
plane.
quick 4.
Wick.
Wick
John
4.
Wick.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, so this looks like it's going to be fun. Yeah. Now, I'll ask this to the panel, because in this same universe, we have Black Adam.
Mhm.
Which one are you more excited to see between Black Adam and Shazam, considering it's in the same
Black Adam.
world?
Black Adam.
Oh, well, why?
Violence.
Untold story on big screen. So, granted, Billy, of course, this is going to be a new story, but we kind of know, we've seen a Billy story before.
Yep.
Whereas with Black Adam, we haven't seen it, and Black Adam, we just used to see him as the villain.
Yep.
Whereas, in this, I assume he's going to be the anti-hero.
He's definitely
anti-hero, and
So, yeah.
recently in the comics, he's become a full-on hero. He's joined
Oh.
the Justice League,
Oh,
Yeah. So,
but he's also about to die, so there's that.
So, okay, so,
And that's a well-known thing in the comics. That's not a movie. Spoiler.
yeah, it's not, yeah. I'm
Get people mad at me.
I think I'm more excited to see Shazam, because it's hard for me to see Dwayne Johnson be anything but The Rock acting in something. It's hard for me to disassociate that character of The Rock. It's like I've seen The Rock.
because you're obsessed with wrestling.
No, that's not it. It's just that's the most impressionable character that he's done that has left an impression on me.
As far
I
as
grew
being
up
The
with
Rock.
him being The Rock.
Hello.
It's not about wrestling. It's not about having a wrestling obsession. It's like, okay,
Because we're able to, he's able to separate John Cena
yeah,
from
like Cena can be different things to me,
Okay.
but The Rock
is The Rock.
is The Rock.
Okay.
So it's like I'm seeing The Rock in Jumanji. I'm seeing The Rock in Tooth Fairy.
It's kind of like what I said about Bruce Willis. He's the same cop in every movie.
Exactly. Even though he's not, he's exactly the same cop outside of him being in Red. Like, all the diehards, he's the same cop.
Okay.
In Sin City, he was kind of the same. He's that hard-boiled character. Either way, I okay. See if this works for you. Do you ever feel like Arnold Schwarzenegger was not Arnold Schwarzenegger in any movie, being that he was an action hero star? Like, outside of him being in Twins.
Yeah, Kindergarten Cop. Other movies, of course, Terminator.
Now that you've made me think about it, he is actually surprisingly versatile.
You talking about Dwayne Johnson
No.
or Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm thinking about how he was in the Conan movies.
Well, that was early Schwarzenegger.
Yes, but
But
that is
still
also
Schwarzenegger.
completely different from Terminator. Kindergarten Cop is a little balanced because he still had the serious
But he was a
portion
cop.
down. Right, he was a cop. But having the kids around,
It softened them.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
But I get what y'all saying.
Shazam.
It's just he doesn't, I guess for me, granted I know that he is The Rock.
The Rock.
Okay, eyebrow. But
Have you seen his new tattoo?
no.
He covered up his Brahma bull with a bigger bull, and it is amazing.
That's old.
I know it's old, but I mean, just
Oh,
I'm like, wait a minute.
it's not new in a sense, like super new, just updated.
okay.
I
I
just
don't know. if I've seen
it's
it.
an amazing tattoo. It's an amazing cover up.
Yeah, the little blue bull is gone. It's like a huge bull skull on his arm now.
Yeah, it's crazy
Oh.
big. Either way, sorry, I digress.
I
Shazam.
mean, I respect his acting chops. Yeah, granted he's The Rock, but he's also Dwayne Johnson.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
it's interesting to see him in
Jumanji.
Kevin Hart. He's problematic, but seeing them in multiple
The
movies,
super dog, whatever the
whatever. I
coming
I
up.
have an issue with Kevin Hart. Some things that he
so
said.
so you're upset with them being buddy and doing a lot of projects together.
No,
Oh.
no.
No.
He ain't out here doing the worst of things. Like, he definitely said something that was real messed up. In one of his specials or whatever. So, yeah, I got an issue with that. But, who am I, right? But if it was something that related to other people, then they would probably be like, oh, I can't stand him because he's so. But, they didn't say anything about straight people, so, whatever.
So, Black Adam.
Black Adam.
And on that note, let's go ahead and wrap the show. All right. So, as always,
Oh, shout out to the Rock's daughter. She just made her first
she
debut.
just premiered in the WWE.
Yeah. The Rock's daughter, she's a wrestler now.
She's wrestling.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you all for watching and listening. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, hit the alert button, because every time you do, you get notified anytime a new episode goes up. Of course, if you're on the podcast directories, you can listen to us. I know some of you have been saying, hey, where's the update stuff? I'm working on it. My apologies. Of course, you can support the show by going to, go to ilovenerdlife.com and you can find awesome swag and stuff. I wonder if we can make wands. I'll have to look into that. You know anybody?
Anybody can make a wand. Just need a 3D printer.
Huh.
Ooh. Well,
Okay.
there you have it.
Oh, well, there you have it. So, with all that, we'd love to have your support. Links in the description and also on the podcast directories. So, with that, for Chris,
Peace.
for Chico, who's watching something on his
No,
phone.
I found a video for y'all.
Oh, awesome. For Kristen and Tunisia, I'm Tim. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. All the good things. And of course,
This is his wand. Ha! This is ILNL.
I got the magic stick.
I need to find a new podcast.
Hey, make your own, buddy. Obviously, need to find a new one. I don't need this. Wow. Leviosa. Not Leviosa.
Get out my head.
Yep, need a new podcast.
Yo.
Blackjack and hookers.
Literally, I was literally thinking Wingardium and Leviosa.
There you go.
Oh,
You
that's
need to get
funny.
on one too.
Yeah, I do.
Yes. Alrighty.
I used to have one.